Axel team, Grace here. We are live from New York and we are getting into a beginner bands or starter bands workout. All you'll need for today's workout is a mat, a towel, some water, and our handy dandy strength band. This is gonna be a nice full length band, light resistance today because this is our starter workout. And that's all you need. Let's get this rocking. We'll leave this here. Let's come on down to the hands and knees. We're gonna go into shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, all fours. Start with some big exhales out of the mouth. Curl the chin to the chest, hollow the spine. And then nice big inhales to arch the back, release the belly. So you wanna just first focus on mobilizing your spine here, using your inhales to create space where you feel a little stiff. And then exhales to contract your core, right? So we're gonna open up the ribs and then big exhale, tuck the tail. Let's go for two more. Just nice and easy. Start to spread those fingers nice and wide, keeping the weight even through hands and shins. One more time, nice big inhale, nice big exhale to arch. Good. From here, we're gonna go ahead and step our back foot forward, tuck the back toes, take a nice deep inhale, reach both arms up, and then from here, we're gonna bring hands to the hips. Stretch that front leg nice and long. This is gonna be our hurdle stretch. We're gonna inhale, hinge forward to this nice little hamstring stretch. Exhale, lift our hearts up, nice and tall. Super simple here, inhale to hinge. Exhale to lift. Let's go for two more of these, just nice and easy hurdle stretch. You're going into that hinge. And lifting up one more time. Go for a nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. Good. Bend that front knee, reach those arms on up. Let's go through a couple more cat-cows here. We're gonna go back to that shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Let's do four. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Let's go for two more. Working the spine and then stretching the hamstring one more time. Big exhale to curl. Big inhale to arch. Good. Step the other foot forward, tuck the back toes, go for a nice big lift up. You're gonna lengthen through that spine, hands come down to the hips. Stretch your front leg nice and long. And I like to tuck that back toe just to give myself a little more support here. We're gonna go through a nice slow hinge. I'm gonna be careful not to let the spine collapse here. It's kind of like doing a deadlift. You're gonna hinge forward in one nice long tall posture. And then lift right back up. So we're just easing into that flexibility in the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. Big inhale to hinge. Big exhale, squeeze those glutes as you come up one more time. Awesome job. From here, we're gonna go ahead and step all the way up. We're gonna grab our strength band. We're gonna go into our overhead squat. And from here, we're gonna double, did he say double up? Let's see. No, we're not gonna double up. We're gonna just take the hands into this overhead position. Feet are gonna go about shoulder width, soft little bend in the knees, and then you can just go into a little chest stretch. So we're just gonna test our range of motion in the shoulders. Big inhales to overhead chest stretch. Big exhales to lower. Let's go for two. You could go a little wider with those hands. I think that actually is probably just fine. So thumb is gonna be on the band. Just test out your stretch position here. Big open heart. And close it up. Let's go for one more. Nice big open. Good. Now let's get into our overhead squat. So two hands over the head. Hands are going to be right over the crown of the head. You're going to inhale nice and slow down. For two, exhale, press up. So this is our overhead squat with resistance band. Big inhale to lower. Big exhale to lift. My foot position is nice and wide, right? For my body, my heels usually go just outside of my shoulders. And I have a bit of natural turnout. So I let my feet turn out, but I make sure not to collapse on the arches of my feet. So I want you to feel your knees pressed out to that second and third toe. Good, let's go for about three more here. Big inhales, tall spine, fill up the lungs. Exhale, push away from the floor. Two more. Big inhale. Big exhale, you got one more right here. Big inhale. And big exhale, good. Go ahead and release that. We'll get ready and rocking into our first circuit. Grab a little sip of water. Let's do it. All right, Team Axel, go ahead and pick up those strength bands. Let's get into our first circuit. We're going to go into X band walks, lateral walks. So you're going to step inside over the arch of the foot, right center of those shoelaces. And then you're going to go ahead and make a little twist so that you make an X band. And then you're going to pull up into this nice high pull position. Elbows wide, shoulders down, and you're gonna sit back into a nice little squat here. From this position, we're gonna step laterally resisting open, and then making sure not to let that second step snap in too fast. You want to keep those feet about hips width or wider so that you keep tension on your band, yes? Nice and easy. We're going to go for one more pass, down and back, big inhales, big exhales. I want you to sit back in that light squat position. Chest is up, but keep those ribs from hyperextending here. Keep the ribs closed and connected, almost out. You get a nice little burn in your booty. Here we go. It's 3, 2, and rest, relax. Be really careful. Don't just let go of the band. Don't let it snap you. All right, we're gonna go into our single leg Romanian deadlift with this strength band. This one's really fun. It's gonna be on the leg that hinges. So let's actually I'll do my facing leg. So you have 2 options here. Bring it up and over, like you're wearing suspenders, or you can do it over one shoulder, which would be the opposite shoulder, like a sash, right? But I'm gonna go with suspenders today, because I'm just feeling suspendery. All right, 2 feet on the floor. So the leg that has a resistance band, again, over the center of the arch. We're gonna go ahead and take my hands to hips, and inhale right into that single leg Romanian deadlift. Exhale to come all the way up. So similar to our RDL with the axle, without the axle, but here you're getting a little bit more focus on your alignment, and having this band across the shoulders really increases my focus on just everything moving in space. It's also going to help keep this hip, knee, and toe in slightly better alignment. I'm going to go for 3 more. Standing knee is going to be just a little bit soft. It could be straight for you. Feel it out. We got 2 more. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. 1 more single leg RDL with that strength band. And then we're just gonna switch legs. I'm gonna step in with one foot, step out with the other, and be super gentle as I do that. Make sure not to smack myself with the band. Ooh, suspender style. 2 hands on the hips, roll those shoulder blades up, back and down. Let's go for that second side. We're gonna inhale and hinge. Exhale, lift nice and tall. Now this leg is my injured leg, so I'm always a little less stable and a little less confident, right? Start to learn which side of your body you're a little bit stronger on. Notice where you have weaknesses so that when you get to that side, you can really pay attention, give it some love, and help build it back up to the proper strength. We're almost out. And then I really like to focus on that back ankle, nice and strong and flexed, like you're stamping your heel on that back wall. We got 3 to go. Big exhale, lift. 2. Good. 1 more time, nice and easy here. Watch those shoulders, don't let them round forward. And then come on up. Good, very gently. You can just step on the band, press it off the shoulders first, and then come on down to a kneeling position. I'm gonna double over the back edge of my mat here because I want a little extra cushion underneath my knees. This is our kneeling pull apart. So we're gonna go ahead and double over that band, right? Squeeze it nice and tight. And then from here, I'm gonna take my knees about shoulder width, engage the glutes, drop the tailbone, and then squeeze the band apart and bring back in. I'm gonna go a little bit wider. So this is my kneeling band pull apart, right? Shoulders are down, heart is open, big inhale to big exhale. You can exhale as you pull, inhale. You wanna just maintain tall spine and active engagement through that core. So you're pulling the band apart and releasing. Don't let the band snap forward. Take your time with it. Got 5 more, big inhale, big exhale. Let's go for 5. Ooh, watch the shoulder blades, don't let them rise up. Try to keep those shoulders down and back. Using that middle trapezius, keep those shoulders down. Last 3. Let's go for 2. You got it, you got it. And 1 more nice big shoulder blade squeeze. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, let's come back up to our X-band walks. Nice and easy. I'm gonna pull that guy out. Come on up quick. Step in. Take those feet a little wider than hips width. Crisscross that band, remember it's X-band, and then go up to that high pull. Bring those thumbs right up to the armpits, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Let's step nice and strong here. I'm gonna go a little bit harder on the second set because I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm feeling. I want you to just really get into it. A little more squat here too is totally fine. I didn't get that deep into it. Let's get a little lower. There it is. Big bend, big push back through those hips. But everything else, upper body, staying nice and square. So toes, knees, hips, shoulders, ribs, and eyes. 1 more time, take it down. That's it, that's it. Really watch that second foot snapping back for 5, 4, you got it. Stay with me. 3, 2, and rest. Gently release that band. Just going into the single leg RDLs. Start with my front leg, step into it, right over the arch of the foot, and then bring it up and over around those shoulders, finding the position that's best for you. Hands to the hips. Be careful here with the band on the shoulders. Don't let the shoulders collapse or cave. We're going to go into single leg Romanian deadlift. Inhale to hinge, exhale to left. So really start to fine tune your movement here. Right, I'm very focused on my hips staying nice and neutral and square, resisting turnout or external rotation. Big inhales as you hinge. Big exhales as you lift up. I want you to go for 4 more. Nice, easy, and controlled. Spreading the toes of the foot on the ground. We got 2 left. Soft standing knees, totally welcome. 1 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. 2 feet on the floor. Step 1 in. Step the other out. Be very gentle. You can always realign if you need. 2 hands on the hips. Roll the shoulder blades up, back and down. The leg width in the strap is going to go back and away. And again, this is Grace's weak side. So I'm really going to stay focused on not giving into some of my weaker patterns here. Keeping my shoulders, my ribs, and my hips nice and square. Let's go for 5. For 4. And then right here, I feel those traps rising up. Lock them down. 3. Let's hit 2. Good. We got 1 more nice easy hinge. Nice strong lift. And then go ahead and step out of that. Press it off those shoulders. Come on down, kneeling. Soften up whatever you got on the floor today, whether it be a couch cushion off the couch or maybe something in the garage that's smushy like a towel. Come into your kneeling position. I like to tuck the toes. Go for a nice wide grip. Shoulders drive down. Pubic bone forward. We're going to pull apart. This is our kneeling band pull apart. So you're going to really control that opening. And then right here, we're going to resist closing up. Really working into that eccentric phase of that shoulder retraction. So this is going to be lots of upper back into that shoulder girdle. Good stuff. Big exhales to pull. Big inhales. You got 5 to go. Big squeeze. Always fun being down in this kneeling position. You can really feel how the body wants to resist and go its own direction. Last 2. You got 1 more. Ooh, that works those wrists. Good. And that is our circuit number 1. All right, let's get into our second circuit where we're going to do the U-band walks now. So you're going to step into, and you're not going to crisscross it. We're going to grip it nice and strong, and we're going to go for this lateral walking. Step, don't drag, with a bicep curl at the top. So every time those feet separate a curl, come back in. You're going side to side. Let's see it. Keep this up. Right, step, don't drag. You're lifting those feet, but resisting. Don't let the feet come back together. You're always going to keep those ankles about shoulder width. Let's go for 1 more pass. Curl, stretch right into those biceps. Almost there. Here we go, here we go. You got it. Last 4. Go for 3. It's 2. And final 1. Good. We're going into our banded to split squat next. The front foot, I'm gonna start with my back foot on this one. So we're gonna go ahead and step into that band. We're gonna do suspenders here, but remember you can do sash. Front leg's gonna have the resistance right underneath the arch of the foot. Hands to the hips. I'm gonna step my opposite leg back into my split squat. So I'm gonna load down and I'm gonna straighten all the way up. Here I'm focused on 2 feet being still hips width. And then I'm just lifting nice and tall as I bend both knees as evenly as I can. Getting a little bit of resistance on the way up and a little bit of assistance on the way down. Now big inhales to lower, exhales to push. We got 3 to go. Bend it and push. 2 more. Good. Really spread the toes of that front foot. 2, last 1. And then go ahead and come on out of that. I'm gonna give myself a little space. Step in with 1 foot, step the other foot out. And then go ahead and switch second side again. Hands to hips. That's just a happy place for me. 2 feet about hips width. And then from here, at first it's gonna feel a little funky as you unload it, come down into, and then push away. Big inhales, big exhales. Focus on your position, your tall spine. Really push into the resistance that the band offers. That front heel is solid. Chest is lifted, tail strong. You got 2 more, big push through. Let's go for 1 more. Awesome job. And then this last exercise, whoop, I'm gonna push out of this. This is gonna be our bent over row. So from here, I'm gonna take it into a cute little loopy-doop. I'm gonna step over the band. Feet are gonna start relatively close. just to test out. Grip with all 5 fingers, wrapping around. You're gonna come to a nice little hinge position, about 45, 60, or 90 degree flat back. Then from here, I'm gonna bend over row, right into a nice big squeeze. I'm pretty happy with that level of resistance. Right, in this position, focusing on bending those elbows back, pulling the shoulder blades together, keeping my spine nice and tall and sturdy as I do this. And then I'm gonna start to feel this in the back body a little bit, but that's okay. It's all good, we got it, last 3. Let's go for 2. 1 more, you got it, let's go. And rest, all right, back to the top. We're going into those U-band walks, because you got it, step in. And go ahead and grip on nice and strong. We're gonna find that easy, comfortable squat, sit those hips back, step and curl. This is kind of like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time. So if you're not doing this exactly like me, don't sweat it. Right, nice easy push, just resist as those legs come back together. Don't let it snap back. Nice and easy. 1 more each way. Let's take it. Big inhales, big exhales. Living in the moment, feeling the legs, feeling that core. Everything's fired up here. Let's go, let's go. Last 3. You got it for 2. Let's see it 1 more. Good work, nice work everybody. All right, going right into that split squat. Again, that front foot's gonna have that resistance band right underneath the arch of the foot, and then 2 hands on the hips. We're gonna step back to that split squat, and we're gonna keep the feet planted here. I want you to really notice your spinal position. All right, we've got ears over shoulders, shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips, and then your hip should be right over that back knee. Yeah, so you can keep yourself tall and lifted here. Can we go for 3 more? Big inhales, big exhales. 2 more. You got 1 more. And then go ahead and step forward, switch it out. Loosen up that band, step in, step out. Same thing, other side. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go. Big inhales, lower, and exhales, push. Woo. The band just like sort of adjusts to itself. It's kind of nice. Big inhales, big exhales. Stay focused on those feet being really strong and planted. You got 3 more. 2. Good, just 1 more, and we hit that bent over row 1 more time. Good, step it forward, soft bend in those knees, push that strength band. Be careful with that. Just when you think you got it, it starts to snap back at you. Pinch your finger, all right, nice. Feet hips width, you could start the feet together. The wider your feet here, the more resistance. Grip with all 5 fingers and just locking that thumb out there so that you can see my hand position a little bit better. Big pull, big stretch. I want you to feel the bicep and the elbow, and then those shoulder blades pull back and down as you maintain that nice tall spine. Here we go for about 6 more, pull. And then don't let those hands just stretch back down, resist. Here we go, last 3. You got it, let's go 2, 1 more big pull. And rest, relax, beautiful job, y'all. All right, for our final circuit, you're gonna take your strength band and you're gonna place it around something that's really sturdy. I have this handy dandy spin bike today. The edges of the seat posts are rounded, they're not sharp, so I'm not worried about it cutting the band. It's really important. Don't place it around anything that's sharp that could cut it. We're coming down at a side angle to whatever we've hooked it to. The outside hand is gonna grab, the inside hand's gonna wrap, and you're gonna come into a kneeling position where you bring the band right to the center of your heart, your sternum, right? And then right off the bat, my inside glutes getting work, my outside obliques getting work. From here, I'm gonna drive the shoulder blades down. This is our kneeling pelvic press. We're gonna tuck those toes and get the balls of those feet on the ground. From here, take a nice big inhale, exhale. You're gonna push the arms out. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. This is gonna be some really, really nice trunk stabilization. We're really focusing on pushing those arms hard forward, sliding the shoulders down. You've got 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring it in, give yourself a little rest. Woo! And then from here, we're gonna go into our overhead pelvic press. So tuck those toes, brace that core, drive it right over the head, right over the crown of the head. Big inhales, big exhales. And you're just trying to keep it cool, right? You wanna keep yourself tall, long, lean, and grounded. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Now we're just gonna flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott style. So you're gonna go ahead and turn around 180 degrees, and we're gonna do that second side. You're gonna lose me, but all good. Bring outside hand grabs, inside hand wraps, right to the chest. I'll turn a little bit more this way just so you can see my profile. Shoulders slide down. You're pushing out and away for 10 seconds. Shoulders down, chest up, belly button into spine. Ready to breathe in? Good. Toes are tucked. Rounding through for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it on in. Right into that overhead pelvic press. Right up, over. Here, I'm pulling those elbows nice and tight towards one another. Really challenging my trunk stability. Go for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest, relax. All right, now keeping your band grounded or anchored onto something stable. I'm gonna step into mine today. I'm gonna do a lateral assisted band lunge. So it's gonna go right around my hip bones. I'm gonna walk my feet so that my arms, when my arms stretch out my wingspan, my fingertips point straight down, and then my toes will be right underneath that. That's perfect. And then I'm just gonna resituate my band right across my hips. I like the bony parts to be supported. And from here, I'm gonna load into the opposite leg. So I'm gonna go down and out and push away. Here, you can go ahead and reach those arms out. We're gonna load into it and push off. Inhales down, exhales up. So you're kind of getting an assistance out of that lateral lunge. I want you to go for 4 more. Push through, let's go for 3. That's it, last 2, go 2. Push through, 1 more time, big load, and come on up. From here, you're just gonna spin it around, flip it, walk away to tension, you get some nice tension, take those feet out. We're set, arms reach forward, let's go into that second side lateral lunge, pushing through. This is really nice for mobility, but you are getting a little bit of assistance out of that lateral lunge. Big inhales to lower, big exhales to lift. Let's go for 5 more, take your time. Watch those knees tracking over those toes. Big hit 4. We've got 3 to go. Good, last 2. And 1 more time, big bend, big push. Good, and then we'll go right back to the top. I'm gonna step on out of this. We're gonna come to that kneeling pelvic press right up from the chest. So outside hand grabs, inside hand lays over, and come to those knees. Tuck those toes, press right out into that 10-second hold. Push, 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 push. Shoulders down, everything stays nice and aligned. Big inhales, big exhales. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Good, from here, take it right into that overhead pelvic press. We're gonna press it over the head, the heart. Good, shoulders slide down, don't let those traps rise up. Big inhale, that inside glute is firing, that outside oblique is strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. 1 more set each side. So come into that center, outside hand grabs, inside hand wraps. Shoulders down the back, tuck those toes, push it out. 10-second hold, big inhales, big exhales. You wanna practice breathing your deepest while still being able to activate your core. Here we are for 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull it in. Take a moment to rest right into that overhead pelvic press. Pressing it over. This is my weak side, y'all. Big inhales, big exhales. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3. You can even lean into it a little, 2, and rest, relax. Good, come on up. Climb into that band. However you wish, we'll go this way this time. And then we're gonna be right off that anchor point. You're gonna come off out to the side for that lateral lunge. Arms are gonna reach forward, feet are gonna be nice and wide. Make sure you have enough width. And then you're gonna bend into the opposite leg. So the leg that's furthest away from the anchor point, you're gonna land into and then push away. Here we're really gonna focus on inhaling and exhaling, finding that nice range of motion. Focusing on that breath, shoulders down, heart up. You got it, last 3. For 2. And 1 more time, go for that big bend, that big push. And switch it out. Go ahead and switch sides. Last set, last side. Woo, take those feet nice and wide if you forgot where those feet go. Arms go out to the side, point those fingertips down. There is your foot position. Arms reach out in front, last 8. Let's go for it for big inhales. Big exhales, land and push through, bend and stretch. Here we go, we got 6. And push, right? Really spreading the toes, driving through those heels, even weight through ball of foot. And heel, last 3. Go for it, go for it. You got 2 to finish. 2 more, just like that. Big inhale, big exhale. Last one, load it up. And press on out. Whew. Let's cool it on down. All right, let's pull it down. Let's go ahead and take that resistance band off whatever you anchored it to. Come all the way down onto your backside. I'm gonna throw my towel down here. We're gonna go into leg over body stretch. You lay all the way down into the back. 2 hands down by the waist. Lift one leg, you're gonna stretch it towards the sky, take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, you're gonna rotate up and over, letting gravity do what it does best, pulling you down. From here, you can open up the arms a little wider, palms face the sky. Just take a couple big deep breaths here. And I like to pull that toe towards my shin, get a nice little hammy stretch in there. One more big deep breath. Good, very gently lift that leg, come back up through center. Lower it down to the floor and switch out those legs. Go ahead and stretch one leg long, other leg will come on up. And then very gentle, go slow here, try to control it. You can get a little core work in. And then relax that leg down. And then open up the heart here. So you want to try to get the opposite shoulder blade down away from the ear. A couple big deep breaths, right? Be gentle with your body. Some of the exercises we did today might be brand new for you, so things will feel a little off, but you feel it out and get a little bit stronger every time you come back. So for one more big deep breath here. Good, lift that top leg. Oh, and then go ahead and hug those knees into the heart. We're gonna go ahead and flip this party all the way around onto the stomach. One of my favorite stretches ever. This is my favorite way to Netflix and chill. Come on into the Sphinx pose. I take 2 strong fists like little gavels on a judge's bench. Stretch those legs nice and long, and then slide that pubic bone forward. Lift your heart. This is a great position just to counterbalance all the sitting and rounding that none of us do, because none of us do that. This is a really great position to extend your spine, open through the heart, stretch the abdomen, get a little front hip stretch. One more big deep breath here. You can even lift the heart through a little bit more. Good, go ahead and come down to the belly, tuck the toes, push through the hands, and lift that heart up to those all fours. Let's go ahead and finish out with our lounge lizard stretch. We're gonna stretch the bottom leg, so that's the leg closest to the floor, down and out, and then the opposite hand. It's kind of like you're laying on the beach getting ready to pose for a picture. Cross that back leg up and over. You're gonna lift your heart nice and tall, take the inside hand through, and then just very gently turn away. You're gonna feel this really nice stretch through that side rib cage. Do that side waistline. Big deep inhale. Big deep exhale. Ooh, I really do feel that one today. One more big deep breath. Good. Gently swivel it around. Bottom leg closest to the floor down. Top leg up and over. Take that hand at least 8 to 12 inches out and away. And then the inside hand's just going to provide your resistance here as you lift your spine tall and then very gently rotate away. And you will feel that waistline stretch and kind of work it out. You can crawl those fingertips away a little further or pull them back in. But once you find that sweet spot, pushing away, opening up through the chest and shoulders. Big deep inhales, big deep exhales. Let's go one more big deep breath. Close it out. Awesome job. Hey, thanks for taking your band starter workout here on Axel, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, y'all.